guys. This episode of The Truth is called The Unfought Hills. This spawns partially from something that was said by my father and me in a conversation the other day through email, and he said, disagreeing with me about my whole thing with licenses and registration, about how, you got to pick your battles, pick what hills you die on. And I believe there's a time and a place for picking the hills we died on. That's come and gone. It's been gone for a long time. I would say that because there was a time where we could have picked our battles, but it's not anymore. Oppression and tyranny in this country have gone so far and come along such a long way that there is no more picking and choosing when the oppression is too much or this one's just more than I can stand. It's all got to stop. It has to end. It has to end now. You see, principles don't have a price on them. Values and ideals, the objective truth has no price. And there can never be a point in time where and there should never be. I said there may have been a point in time, but really there's really not. Our founding fathers never picked a part of freedom that said, well, I can deal with this infraction right now. But if it goes any farther, now you see, freedom is freedom. And you have to stand for freedom, and you have to fight for freedom, no matter what the circumstances. It's the whole slippery slope argument. If you let it go past a certain point, it will only go farther. It's the inevitability of the situation. And see, too many hills have gone unfought. Too many battles have been not at the right time. And too many times have we said, oh, this is the wrong hill to die on. But we've let that slope and the things on it start to slip. And now we're at this point where it's obviously too far. But it's because all those battles that came before it were the wrong battles, the wrong hill to die on, the wrong fight to get involved in. And now look at our country. Now look at where we are. Look at the reality we exist in. The tyranny that is in our everyday lives. And this came because of the Justina Pelletier case also in my mind, because I wrote something in response to an ABC article saying, this has to stop. We have Boston DCFS in this case stealing a child from her parents and her condition getting worse. And this is a Massachusetts DCF, Department of Child and Families, that has 134 children. It can't account for it. They're lost in the system. 94 children died in its care last year. You see, this girl is sick. But you have researchers, part of the Harvard Medical Hospital System, that are doing studies. And whenever somebody comes in their custody, a child goes into their custody, like in Justina Pelletier's case happened, they become part of that study. And instead of trying to treat her mitochondrial, they're trying to prove some psychosomatic, somatic disorder. They're saying it's all in her mind. They're trying to prove their hypothesis now that that's the case. And they're using a child's life to do it. A child is getting sicker by the day. If this isn't a hill to die on, I don't know what is. When you have children getting stolen from their families and dying in the custody of the government, what more of a situation do you have where you have to stand up and say no more? This stops. No more of this picking what hill we die on. No more of choosing our battles. No, whenever freedom is questioned, whenever freedom is under fire, you have to stand up and do something about it, damn it. Too long have we said this is not the hill to die on. This battle is not the one to fight. Hell, they're all the hills to die on, and they're all the battles to fight. And there's no situation where that's not true when freedom is in question. When freedom is the topic, the need and cause is liberty. And you have to fight for the cause. It is time that we stand up to these people. People need to get together and go to Boston, D.C., go to the Framingham House, the Wayside Center where that girl's kept, and take her from DCFS. DCFS. They need to take that child and give her back to her parents. And it needs to be a group of people so large that if they start shooting, you know what? The media can't twist and ignore the truth that good men died. Trust me when I say, if the bodies of good men are starting to be laid at the foot of the tree of liberty, it will flourish again. It is kept alive, like our founding fathers said, by the blood of patriots and tyrants. The tyrants are painting us in a corner where it may have to be us to wake the rest of the country up. Are you not willing to pay the price, or are you kept free by better men than yourself? What cost are you willing to pay? What line is too far in the sand? What battle for freedom is not worth fighting? Wake up, America! Stop retreating to free states where you want to start freedom over here because you don't have it there. The progressives and the liberals and the tyrannical tyrants have taken the battle to every single place we flee. Look at Texas and the thing that James O'Keefe has exposed, Battleground Texas, where they're trying to swing the vote. The time is now, and the time has already come. It has been here for a long time. The hills are not to be chosen anymore. They are all to be fought. Too many unfought hills have come and went in front of us, and we have done nothing. And now we sit where we sit. Are you now not willing to acknowledge the dire straits that we are in? America, too many hills have gone and fought. Freedom has no price. Neither do your principles. And if you believe that the time is now, and I'm tired of hearing, this is the wrong hill to die on when freedom is in question.